What we have observed by looking at some of the studies that have been done, some of which have been done by IBM, who we've been working very closely with in this program, they've identified that chief marketing officers and CEOs recognize that they need capabilities for handling big data. They need capabilities for assessing marketing's accountability, and they need to be able to deal with the new advent of marketing and how we go to market. They need those skills, and they also recognize they don't have those skills. This is a program designed specifically to help us better understand the new world of technology, the abundance of data, how to organizationally be prepared for that, and what it is we need to do as we go forward. So the ideal participant is someone who is in charge of the marketing responsibilities or has to work with those people that have the marketing responsibilities. So it could be the chief marketing officer, it could be the chief customer officer, it could be the CIO. And actually an interesting aspect is how much of the CMO's job is dealing with what technologies we need to be investing in as a firm. And so this program is intended for anybody in the C-suite that's going to be interacting with the heads of marketing. So there, as we all know, there are a number of other events that are targeted towards CMOs. Most of the time, the CMOs are up on stage and they're presenting to a bunch of others. This is going to be the people who would normally be up on stage, being in the room, talking with each other. And it is designed for senior C-suite executives to be able to interact with each other, coupled with whatever the latest thinking is, as well as exposure to whatever the latest technologies are. And that's what's going to make it different than all the other programs that are available to chief marketing officers. Our criteria for who we admit is would the other people want to be in the room with them. And we've designed a number of interactive exercises, some simulations, certainly an abundance of conversation and discussions so that we can all, and I fully anticipate I'm going to learn from this experience, but that we're all going to end up benefiting not just from who's standing in front of the room, but who else is in the room. The program is designed with 3 days up front and then a period of about 3 months when we reconvene. In the first three days, we're going to help people design an experiment that they're going to implement when they go back to their companies. When they come back 3 months later, you're going to have to report out what it is that you've learned from that experiment. It puts a little bit of pressure on everybody to not just take this as a program nice to know, but something they're actually coming back to the company with. And they're going to end up having to report it back to their peers that are going to be in this program with them. Hopefully part of the learning is going to be what you get from your experiment, but also you're going to be able to observe and learn what other people's experiments yielded as well. One of the exciting things about this program are the colleagues that I have that are going to be joining me in teaching in this program. So, for example, I've got George Day, who's going to be the co-director with me of the program, but he's the author of, gosh, I have no idea how many books it is that he's written, but I think there's nobody in the world that is better informed about marketing strategy than George Day. And I say that despite the fact that I teach marketing strategy. I want to take his class, and this is going to be my opportunity to take that class with him. We have Chandra Hill, who's going to be in the program. She actually is a master of data mining and how we look at the abundance of data and draw knowledge out of that particular data. I've got Eric Bradlow on the program. He is the co-director of the Customer Analytics Initiative here at the school. Again, trying to think about how do we try and make sense of all the different information it is that we have. I have another colleague that's on the program, Patty Williams, who does a brilliant job in understanding the customer experience. She's going to go in depth on an example using Nike and talking about what it is that they've done to try and advance the practice at Nike of how we use new technology and information to enhance the experience for Nike customers. I think if you look at the whole list of the different participants that are going to be on the faculty, it's a very, very impressive list. And I can't leave off Jerry Wind. And Jerry Wind, who has written also just a massive number of books, is going to be one of the principal participants in this program and is absolutely brilliant, sharing also his experience with top executives and a large number of companies.